What's up, everybody? Welcome into Four Verts, where we talk NFL every single day. And day one of NFL free agency has been a busy one. I can't say it's in the books because there's still moves happening, but we are going to react to some of the top moves that took place today. And then at the end of the video, I will have my biggest winner and my biggest loser from day one of NFL free agency. My name is Harrison Graham. Let's dive into it. I think despite it being free agency, this trade steals the show. I mean, who saw a Laremy Tunsil trade from the Texans to the Commanders coming? I didn't. I did not see that coming. I mean, what a massive move for Washington to protect Jaden Daniels on his blind side. You look at the trade details here. Tunsil and a fourth to Washington. The Texans get a third and a seventh this year, a second and a fourth next year. I don't know if there's something more going on there. Is Tunsil a bad fit in the locker room? Is he? Do they view him as a declining player in Houston? I don't know. But what was all of the talk around the Texans last year? The offensive line is not good enough. Tunsil's the one guy on that line who's an elite player. So they cut Shaq Mason. They now trade Laremy Tunsil. I mean, you're not doing C.J. Stroud any favors whatsoever. So I'll be curious to see if there's more reporting on this, why they would do this. I absolutely love this move for Washington. Again, to protect Jaden Daniels, I could not hate it more for the Houston Texans. I do not understand it. It feels like there has to be something more here. But for Washington, a great move. I didn't love what they did today overall. I didn't like the Javon Kinlaw deal. Way too much money, 3 years, $45 million. But to get Laremy Tunsil without even giving up a first-round pick, that's a job well done by Adam Peters because they needed a left tackle, and they got one better than any other one available in free agency. What was your favorite move from day one of free agency? Whether it's for a team or for a player specifically, let us know in the comment section down below. Favorite move? If you're Washington, getting Laremy Tunsil. I know it's a trade, but if you want to count that, that's certainly fine with me. Okay, I want to talk about a couple of quarterback deals that went down. Excuse me. Sam Darnold, 3 years, $100.5 million, $55 million guaranteed. Slightly topping the Baker deal from 2 years ago, which is 3 for $100 with $50 guaranteed. But if you factor in the cap going up the last 2 years, or I guess it was the Baker deal from last offseason, either way, with the cap going up, I think that's a pretty fair deal. Pretty good deal for Seattle. Now, they've traded DK Metcalf. They cut Tyler Lockett, so they got to get Darnold another weapon outside of Jackson Smith and Jigba, but you would think they would do that. They have 5 picks in the top 100 of the NFL draft, so a lot of arsenal to do that. So we'll see. Clint Kubiak, the OC there, he was on the 49ers staff 2 years ago when Darnold was the backup to Brock Purdy. I think that probably played an integral role in this signing here. It won't be too big of a different system going from Kevin O'Connell to Clint Kubiak. So essentially Seattle has gone younger at quarterback with a similar tier of player. Darnold in, Geno out, and you're hoping Darnold can still ascend. So great year last year. Obviously it crashed late. We'll see if he can kind of maintain that momentum of what he did with Minnesota. And then Justin Fields getting a huge contract for the Jets, 2 years, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. It became pretty clear the last week or so that the Jets wanted him. The Jets were going to push hard to get Justin Fields. And, you know, I thought throughout the last couple months, you get 10, maybe up to $15 million bucks, $20 million per year, 30 guaranteed. Good for Fields, man. That's an overpay, but hey, if you're him, job well done. His agent, Mulugeta, one of the best in the game. He got the Deshaun Watson deal from Cleveland. That guy knows how to get money. And listen, I'll say this for the Jets. Aaron Glenn, the new head coach, went up against Fields in Chicago multiple times. Some of Fields' best games as a Bear was against Detroit. He had a couple of big ones. So Glenn clearly has a respect there. He reunites with his former college teammate Garrett Wilson at receiver, so that's pretty interesting. They have a good running back in Breece Hall, so you would think they would implement a creative running attack. So we'll see how it plays out. If the Jets can get a left tackle, or a right tackle, excuse me. They lost Morgan Moses. Tyron Smith is a free agent. Obviously, Fashanu steps in at left tackle this year. Pretty decent offensive line, maybe the best he's played behind. So we'll see if it works out. Certainly an overpay, but the Jets want to give him a shot here in kind of a transition season. Subscribe to us here at Four Verts. My voice is shot because I was live for over 8 hours on our Bears YouTube channel, which is my primary job, hosting Bears Now by Chat Sports. If you're a Bears fan, go check that out. We'll talk about the Bears here in a second. But we'll have more coverage tomorrow here on Four Verts. React to Day 2 action. Aaron Rodgers still out there. Plenty of other moves to come. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. We are your home for NFL content on YouTube. Okay, I do want to talk about the Bears because they are building the trenches. They have a plan, and they're trying to execute it. They trade for Jonah Jackson and Joe Thuney, which turned out to be great moves considering Aaron Banks went for 4 years and $77 million with the Packers. Both those players cost less, and I think both are better players. Obviously, Joe Thuney's better than Aaron Banks. I think if Jonah Jackson gets back and healthy in a system he's familiar with, I think he's a better player than Aaron Banks as well. Drew Dalman, best center on the market. You go get him 14 a year. I thought it could get up to 16 to 18. Pretty good value there. Dayo Odeyingbo, 3 years, 48, 32 guaranteed. It's lofty. He's a guy that's been a good rotation player, 6'6", 285, prototype of what Dennis Allen looks like, or looks for in a defensive end. Cam Jordan built similarly, big, long, strong, athletic. We'll see if he can kind of take that next step. Certainly a projection signing there, but at worst should be a good rotation piece, hopefully a good starter. And then Grady Jarrett. I think Grady Jarrett for the defensive line and Joe Thuney for the offensive line, the credibility they're going to bring to that Bears locker room, I don't think you can measure it. Thuney's still playing at an all-pro level. Jarrett's level has dipped a little bit, but again, the intangibles, team guy, I think that's going to be huge. And 5 additions this offseason, 5 trenches. Ryan Poles said it at the Combine. When you have a clear vision, you can be more aggressive. The vision's clear. Build up the trenches because it's been an issue for the last several years. Speaking of the trenches, I mean, my God, Milton Williams, 4 years, $104 million, 63 guaranteed. I like Milton Williams. I think he's a good player. I think he's a starter in this league. This is a rotation guy for Philadelphia, and he just got $26 million per year. $26 million per year. He's the highest paid player in Patriots history. Some guy named Tom Brady played there. I get Brady took less at times. He certainly could have topped that, but, like, what is going on here? Like, this is a guy that should be making like $15 million a year, and you give him 26? I mean, that is psycho behavior. He is the biggest winner from day one. Now, look, I get it. The Patriots just have so much money. Maybe it doesn't matter that much, but damn, dude. Chris Jones makes 30 a year. 30. Milton Williams makes 26 now. He can't sniff Chris Jones' jock. Like, it's just crazy the amount of money that they gave out. And clearly they had to come in high because it was reported earlier that Carolina was on the verge of signing him, and clearly the Patriots were like, nope, we're offering $100+ million. Wow. Huge win for Milton Williams. Good for him. Okay, biggest loser. I don't like what the Giants are doing. The re-signings, Gillen, DeVito, Manhurts, whatever. I like Paulson Odeyingbo. He's coming off a major injury, $18 million per year for him at corner. Like, that's lofty to me. Again, good player when healthy. Is he even a true one? I mean, maybe he gets there, but, man, it feels like they're paying a Giants tax on that deal because that's not a desirable place right now. Roy Robertson-Harris, I think it's a good value deal, 2 years, $10 million. No problem with that one. Darius Slayton, I like the size and speed combo. Drop machine, dude. 7 drops last year. He had 39 catches on the season. Like, that's not a good ratio. $12 million per year, 3-year commitment there. Like, if it was 1 year, $12 million, I'd be like, okay, I'm fine with that. 3 for 36, 20-something guaranteed. I don't know, man. I think the Giants are the biggest losers, and I think the message is clear. Free agents don't want to sign there because Joe Shane and Brian Daboll, who probably should have been fired, were brought back, and everybody knows if things go poorly this year, they're going to be fired. And so why, if you're a player, if this is your one chance to get paid and to go to a situation, why would you choose to go there? If you choose to go there, it's because they're overpaying big time. Like Darius Slayton, 3 for 36, no one on the open market's given him that. So, of course, he's going to re-sign there because it's life-changing money. Paulson Odeyingbo, 3 for 54, he's probably not getting that anywhere else. So you get it from that standpoint, but, like, you're not competing with other teams for free agents with competitive offers if you're the Giants right now. I mean, they're holding out hope they can get Aaron Rodgers. First of all, Aaron Rodgers, if you're holding out hope for 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, you're in a bad spot. And even then, you're probably not going to get him. The Steelers are probably going to get him now. So you're going to end up with like Russell Wilson, and they're going to win 4 games next year. It's going to be an absolute disaster. I feel for Giants fans because they're just not in a good spot. Okay, biggest winner and loser from day one of free agency. Let us know in the comments section down below what you think about that one. Mine was Milton Williams as a winner, Giants as a loser. Give us your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm also in the losers category because my voice is shot, so I'm going to go rest that. Hopefully have it in a better spot for tomorrow. My name is Harrison Graham. We will see you guys soon here on 4 Verts.